John is now tells us it's time for Ramsdale to come back into the side. His broadcast and Arsenal fan, Harry Symeou. Harry, very, very good morning.
Morning, Harry. How
do you feel about, first of all, the game, Harry, and what about the goalkeeping situation?
Morning, guys. Hope you're both well. About the game, well, it was a roller coaster of emotions. I have to say that when Arsenal took the lead in the game, you thought that it might be a straightforward affair for Mikel Arteta's side, but to be fair to Luton, they gave it everything, and the crowd was incredible. Ali was there as well, and the atmosphere was a big part in the game last night. And I was worried at one stage. And when, of course, Luton Town took the lead, you looked at it and you went, they're going to sit behind the ball now. They've got something to defend. They've got something to hold on to. The crowd are behind them. And, I feared for Arsenal's chances of winning the game. But the character that they showed, again, not for the first time this season, was just incredible. And I think the most telling thing for me at the end was when the final whistle went and David Raya came sprinting out of his goal to go over to Declan Rice and Kai Havertz and essentially say thank you for bailing me out. But look, Ali's right. Look, at the end of the day, defensively, Arsenal have been really, really good and really, really solid this season. It was an off day. It's not often nowadays that Arsenal concede not one but two goals from a set piece. And so, you have to just put it down to that. And I think we should be praising the character, the resilience, and the desire to keep going until the very end rather than anything else. When it comes to the Ramsdale and Raya thing, Raya's made a number of errors since coming in as the Arsenal goalkeeper. He's had a quiet few weeks, I think, which has seen that debate just kind of die down a little bit. But if Mikel Arteta is running this meritocracy that he tells us, and if Aaron Ramsdale really does have a chance of re-establishing himself as the number one, then after a couple of errors like that, there's no reason why he shouldn't at least be in consideration for the game at Aston Villa. Now, I don't think Mikel Arteta will make the change, by the way. I think he'll stick with Raya. I think he'll stick with his guns. But, if you're not even considering it now, then is it really true that it's a meritocracy, that it is a fair fight between the two of them? I've been on here before and said I don't think it is. And I think Saturday is going to tell us a lot about whether or not that's changed.
The thing is, Harry, as well, what Arteta will have to weigh up, right? I'm with you. I'm with you. If as a meritocracy, then that Ramsdale must come back in. Simple as. However, I'm not sure Arteta will do that, and one of the reasons I don't think he'll do it is because it could effectively shatter David Raya. Who clearly I think was responsible. He should have done better from the corner, and certainly should have done better from the third goal. So does he stick by him and give him a vote of confidence? Because if he says, right, you made two errors, bang, you could really do him some mental damage if you don't play him. So
he looked shell-shocked after it, didn't he?
Yeah, well, he's run 60 yards, as Harry said, which I think's a great thing, by the way. I've got to be honest with you, because it is a team game and he's thanking his teammates for effectively getting him out of hole to a certain degree.
Yeah, for sure. I think you're right in that Mikel Arteta has to weigh up what the long-term damage could be of dropping David Raya. I think it's clear that to Arteta, David Raya is the number one now. So if that's the stance, if that's his position, then he's going to do everything to protect the Spaniard. I mean, he protected Aaron Ramsdale at times when he made errors. Okay, granted, he didn't have as good a backup option as he does now, and so the situation was slightly different. But yeah, I think you're right. I think that David Raya will probably continue in goal. Mikel Arteta won't want to do the damage. And I guess it's only a problem when it's a problem, right? When you don't win the game, then it's a problem. If you do, then brilliant, happy days, and you kind of move on. And I think victories like that, they give you such a morale boost. And Arsenal have this feeling of, not invincibility, I don't want to say that, but they have this feeling of whenever the chips are down, whenever there's the clock's running down, that they can still find a way. And you've seen it on multiple occasions this season, them find goals right at the death of games and essentially pick up the results that they're looking for. So it's an encouraging sign, and all the pressure's on Manchester City and Liverpool now tonight.
talkSPORT Breakfast with Alan Brazil. Thursday and Friday morning, 6 till 10. On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.